All right, everyone, welcome back to the show. Seahawks Now for you guys. And again, lots of interesting rumors going on. The Packers and DK Metcalf rumors are heating up really, really big right now. They've discussed the DK Metcalf trade. They've talked about it. We've heard from reporters that I believe are accurate that these are conversations being had. We're also going to talk about Matthew Stafford. He gave an update on his status with the Rams. And then we're just going to talk about, do I think that there is actually a possibility that some of these things could happen, or is it just a lot of smoke in the NFL offseason? All that and more right here on Seahawks Now. If you like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Hit the bell for notifications. It really helps the channel. This is your daily home for all things Seattle Seahawks news, updates, and rumors. With that being said, guys, let's get into it. DK Metcalf and the Green Bay Packers could be linked in a potential trade that would send the number 23 pick to Seattle, as well as one of the Packers' young receivers. Likely would be either Dontavian Wicks or Christian Watson, but it could be Romeo Doubs, and it could be Jaden Reed. The reason why I say it probably wouldn't be Doubs is because Doubs didn't have a great season last year. I'm not sure if the Seahawks necessarily would be interested in him. And the reason I probably say it wouldn't be Jaden Reed is that Reed, I think, is the best of the four, and I think the Packers would like to hang on to him. Between Watson and Wicks, Watson is probably the best choice. But like I've said, I think we'll probably do a full video comparing all four of them probably on Monday or Tuesday of this upcoming week. So like I said, subscribe to the channel if you want to see that. We're going to compare all four of them if these conversations are still being had. So the rumors is basically saying the Packers, they want to bring in a big body receiver. They have these four young talented receivers, right? Watson, Doubs, Wicks, and Reed. But they want to have that big body. They want to have someone who like an AJ Brown or a DK Metcalf who could just get up there and be physical with the football. And I think they think that maybe that will help Jordan Love make maybe some tougher throws, more contested throws. And yeah, it would help with Jordan Love. I think it would really help his development to have a guy like DK Metcalf around. Do I think that it's a good idea? Right now, I'm still at the place where I don't necessarily think it's a great idea to trade away DK Metcalf. Just because I think that his presence on the team, whether or not, if it's Geno or if it's a rookie quarterback, which right now is probably what it's going to be, because we'll get to the Stafford update, but it's not promising for the Seahawks. If the idea is Geno and or rookie quarterback and or Sam Howell maybe, then yeah, you need to have DK Metcalf on that team because you need to have good weapons. Only elite quarterbacks can elevate teams without good weapons. Geno's not Tom Brady. He's not going to go take a bunch of scrub receivers like Brady did and turn them into stars. Geno needs his own star receivers. Right now he has two of them. If you trade away DK, now he only has one. Because, yeah, Christian Watson's good, but he's not a star. He's not as good as DK. That's pretty clear. So, what would be the logic then? Well, maybe the number 23 pick would be helpful. Yeah, I'm sure it would be nice. But there's not a guarantee that you hit on any draft pick. DK, you already know what you're getting. You're getting a star receiver. So it's the idea of, would you rather trade a proven commodity for potentially a better commodity? And maybe if the Seahawks had a better history of drafting, I would be more interested in this trade. But right now, I'm out on it. I would say no. The caveat is, if DK himself is saying, I want out. If DK himself is saying, when I hit free agency, I'm not probably going to come back to Seattle, that's when you will want to trade him, because then it's like, well, we might as well get something back for him. But if DK is open to an extension, I think you have to extend him. I think you have to. But let's move on. Matthew Stafford recommitting to the Rams, silencing the speculation. That's interesting, huh? Matthew Stafford, big timer with Los Angeles. And he's had, I think he's had a good career. I don't know if he's a Hall of Famer, but he's won a Super Bowl. Matthew Stafford was reportedly on the trade block just a little bit ago. But now he says he is coming back for a 5th season in Los Angeles. They're going to be restructuring his contract. The Giants are going to have to pivot away. The Giants were the most interested, I think. But the Seahawks could have been interested. There were rumors a little bit ago that, potentially he could come to Seattle and in a 3-way trade. But apparently, and he also apparently talked to the Raiders about it. The Raiders and Matthew Stafford found common ground, actually, on a potential contract. But instead, the Rams they're gonna be coming back. He's back in Los Angeles. The new agreement, $58 million. Wow, that's a lot of money. So, Matthew Stafford, you can write his name probably off the board for the Seahawks, which kind of just leaves it as is. It's either going to be Geno or it's going to be a rookie. And it's probably going to be Geno. Because even if you do draft a rookie, you still have Geno under contract. And I don't think anyone outside of Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders, who aren't going to fall into our laps at 16, none of those, everybody else in the draft is not a day one starter. So yeah, you could draft Jackson Dart or Quinn Ewers or Jalen Milroe. You could do that. But Geno's still going to be your day one guy. It's not going to be Matthew Stafford. All right, finally, I want to say this. Just how likely are these rumors? With DK especially. Is there any fire or is there just smoke here? I think that's what a lot of people want to know is like, yeah, there's always going to be talks and discussions and rumors, but where's the fire? Or is it really just a lot of smoke and speculation? And I actually do think that potentially there is a fire brewing. And I say that because I remember the Russell Wilson conversations that were being had. Russ wants out. The Giants are interested. The Cowboys are interested. The Saints are interested. We heard all of these teams that might be interested in Russ. The Bears. Remember the Bears were interested in Russell Wilson? There's actually a report that the Seahawks were going to trade him to the Bears. I think a lot of fans read those and said, nah, it's just the media doing their thing. He's in Seattle for life. When in reality what was going on there was Russ and his agent and his camp, they were pushing those rumors. They were pushing an agenda. And their agenda came to fruition. He got traded to the Broncos. I think it's possible that the same sort of thing's happening here where DK is kind of done in Seattle and he's pushing this agenda of maybe the Chiefs are interested, maybe the Packers, maybe the Raiders, maybe the Chargers. I think he's pushing that out there potentially because he wants to get traded. So I do think there could be fire and it's not just smoke. Because most of the time when we see players that get talked about in these trade rumors all the time, eventually they do a lot of the time get traded. With that all being said, guys, thank you for watching. Let me know down in the comments, do you think that there's a fire or do you think it's just smoke? Do you think DK will be back with the Seahawks? I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below. So let me know down there in the comment section. And as always, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more content. And until next time, go Seahawks.